week on XG247, it's our racing special with the debut trailer of Ridge Racer Unbounded, if that is a word, our Test Drive Unlimited 2 review, and we've teamed up with our friends at VVV Automotive to bring you some sex-delicious exclusive DiRT coverage, all coming up on this oil-bounded mess of a show.
Peggy 3.
Welcome back to the glamorous world of fast cars, sunshine, and incredibly expensive real estate. Test Drive Unlimited 2 is its name, returning for an even bigger experience than before. Packed full of new features, more cars, and even more glamour. Does this make for the ride of a lifetime, or should it be left at the car rental garage?
We've got classic cars, SUVs, and asphalt cars, driven by the world's most daring drivers. Our cameras won't leave them alone for a moment. And you'll find me down on the track. I'm going to knock 'em dead.
This time around, Test Drive Unlimited 2 embarks on bringing a bit of dialogue and story to the series. Starting out as a valet driver, you soon head for the big time by taking part in championship races, earning money and reputation for yourself along the way. There are characters you will meet from each championship race you attend, each with their own arrogant personality.
You got lucky in the last championship, and now I bet you think you're special. Well, how about a small challenge between the two of us? I'll put my car at stake.
The voices of these characters are delivered terribly, may even cause damage to your earlobes. It's that bad, and cheeseball, an annoyance to you within the first 5 minutes. Is a nice touch, and it gives a sense of progression, but next time if you can make it a bit more entertaining and worthwhile to listen to these people, that would be perfect, instead of making them a clear nuisance.
Speaking of losers, wait until you see the way they were dressed. So last season.
So, you wish to drive fast cars? Well, you've come to the right place. Test Drive Unlimited 2 has an enormous amount of cars for you to choose from, and now with off-road racing, it's a real package. Plus, with the stupid amounts of road for you to drive on, you've always got somewhere to visit, and you can always take a plane to Hawaii. You must attend driving schools to gain licenses which allow you to enter different Solar Crown championships. These championships include classic car races, off-road courses, and of course, the high-speed racing you're after.
Drink Bubble Cow energy drink and you'll be in a good mood all day.
It adds to the TDU's to-do list, so you always feel like there's something you could be doing with your time. Sadly, there are no longer single races you can attend whilst driving around. You must enter these championships. It's a bit sad to see them go, really. A new way of making money in Test Drive Unlimited 2 is by using the Frim system. Here is the best second car salesman around to tell you what it's all about.
Free Ride Instant Money. It'll record any time you nail a dodge, jump, or drift. Try to chain them together as much as possible without touching anything. Any impacts and you'll lose everything. It'll be up to you to bank the money at the right moment.
Like the previous game, it was fun to just drive for miles. The same thing applies for Test Drive Unlimited 2, especially with the new off-road racing. You may just feel like driving a car off-road and going for a scenic drive for 10 minutes. There's enough space for you to do it, and you'll probably find some hidden extras too. Multiplayer aspects are seamlessly going on in the background. Whilst you're driving around Ibiza, human players may drive past you, or maybe even crash into you. If you cause too much of a stir with the friendly law enforcement whilst connected to the net, players in the surrounding areas will be alerted to your presence. They will then be asked to take part in taking you down. Next thing you know, you've got human police tailing you. These are the best moments of Test Drive Unlimited 2. It's amazing to see what the multiplayer aspect can do for a game world like this. You can still get a group of friends together and drive the streets as a team, or you can even take part in online races. So in conclusion, Test Drive Unlimited 2 is a game that can't be missed by any car fans. Its open world aspect offers a lot of freedom to do what you like, therefore not tying you into doing constant races. Shamefully, the story characters are atrocious and fell incredibly short of what was expected, but the quality of the game shines through with a 9 out of 10.
Well, I'm joined today by Andy Gray, Communications Manager for DiRT. Andy, thanks for joining us today.
Anytime, mate.
Basically, from DiRT 2 to DiRT 3, we've talked about changes of moving back to a rally mode, all the rest of it. Tell us a bit about the game, what's going to be new in it, what we can expect to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most important thing to touch upon and start off with is that it's the first time we've ever gone from a dirt game straight into another dirt game. Last time it was punctuated by a grid, so it's given us more opportunity to work on sort of like existing tech and an existing game to move it on as much as we can. A lot of it was based upon feedback from not only press but also community and other areas where we could look at and get the negativity about Dirt 2 and Dirt 1, and also what was good, what was bad, and try and develop Dirt 3 in a way that's going to be the best of both of those worlds and move it on further. So we've gone back very much for a professional rally sports feel that we had in Dirt 1, whilst keeping some of the lifestyle elements and the different forms of rally racing and racing full stop from Dirt 2, and then adding in Gymkhana, which is the stuff that we see Ken Block doing on YouTube. It's proved massively popular. It's 90 million views plus for his free Gymkhana video. So it's a growing method of getting rally into out to the masses. So we want to really encapsulate that. And I think once people get playing it in the game, they'll see just how far it will take it as well.
I mean, we've got a lot more rally modes in this game. You know, how many rally tracks? How big is rally? How important is it to this game?
Rally is central. It's very much a rally game at its core. It's 60% of your career is in the rally discipline. So, I mean, to give you an idea, we've still got rallycross. We've got head back from Dirt 1. We've got Trailblazer, but rally is the focus. So, of the 100 routes that are in Dirt 3, which is a huge increase on Dirt 2, which had 41. 60% of those are going to be rally focused, but also then there's going to be variation within those because of the time of day that we can now alter, also weather, so everything from light drizzle, heavy rain, sunshine, also snow and ice in some locations. So there's going to be a lot of variation within those routes. So even if you do the same route 2-3 times, it's always going to be different within your career.
Let's talk a bit about Gymkhana. Now, I first saw some of the Gymkhana early on. We've just had a quick go on it. The handling model is quite tricky to get used to, but I like the difficulty that's there. What can you do in Gymkhana? What's it about? Just spinning around a pole?
I mean, what's been interesting is everyone that we show the game to approaches Gymkhana in a kind of slightly different way. Some people will just want to do perfect donuts right from the start and just be like I was, just trying to get donuts down. Other people just want to smash the car up. Some people just want to drive really fastly through little tight containers. It's really interesting. But what it is having the compound there, which is just a big open playground really. It's somewhere that you can go and learn skills, somewhere you can go and drift the car, somewhere that you can learn how to do stuff like a Scandinavian flick, but without worrying about smashing it into a tree at the same time. You can really learn the nuances of the handling model, because it's exactly the same handling model used in Rally as it is in Gymkhana, just with a different car setup. Once you get those nuances down, like the weight shift of the car, it really transfers well, not only to Gymkhana but also to Rally.
And you talked about fun modes in Gymkhana. Besides the basic mode, what else can we look forward to?
Yeah, so in the compound we've got a variety of party modes. There's 3 actually in the compound. One is infection, so you start off in a circle, then all drive away. After 3 seconds, one car becomes infected, kind of like green slime goes over the car. Then it's about bashing into other people. Once you bash into them, they become infected, go green. And what you actually get in the compound is quite a lot of hiding spaces and areas where you can hide. But once you're infected, you kind of get what we call zombie vision at the moment. So you're able to see where people are hiding. You can hunt them down. The last person to be tagged is the winner. We've got a capture the flag style mode, but the flag always appears and then has to be carried to different places. So you work in teams trying to protect the person with the flag. So obviously if they're bashed into, the flag swaps over. And then finally we've got one that's called Invasion, so it's cardboard cutouts are all popping up. Some you've got to avoid, some you've got to hit. You gain points for your team by smashing into them. It becomes really manic once you've got 8 people all smashing into each other in this area.
That sounds pretty cool. I like these unique ideas. I mean, now in the rally mode itself, we've talked about cat and mouse. What is cat and mouse? Is there any other modes? What else can we look forward to in the rally?
Well, I mean, there's 8-player multiplayer for every discipline of the game, and 2-player split screen. So yeah, there's cat and mouse is in there, so you'll have 2 teams of 4, one guy will be in a 1950s Mini, the other guy's being Group B spec rally cars, so much faster. It's about who can get their mouse to the line first. Do you get behind your mouse, push it along the circuit, or do you perhaps smash into the other guys? It's up to you the way you want to approach that. But then there's also multiplayer and all the other kind of disciplines like head-to-head, rallycross, straight rally. So it's everything that you'd expect really from a racing game, but with the party modes giving you some kind of multiplayer in a racing game that isn't just about getting to the line first.
A question just on replays. Obviously replays are looking pretty good now. What kind of community options are there in replay, and can you save an entire replay to your hard drive?
Okay, so our replays have always looked pretty cool, we think, but there's never been an easy way to share them with your mates or with the wider community, so we've included a YouTube upload. So any replay in the game, whether it's a flashback, end of a race, end of a Gymkhana session, you can just go in, press Y, it'll bring up some YouTube options. You just point your start point and end point up to 30 seconds apart, and it will upload it directly to your YouTube channel and to ours, so you can then send your mates a message on Facebook or Twitter that you've just beaten them or you've done a cool trick. And similarly, we can do cool things like the best 10 crashes this week in Dirt for it. Just gives us some really cool options. And also your last compound session, it will save up to 30 minutes onto your hard drive. So if you want to go in and do a really cool Gymkhana session, then go in and cut some YouTube videos out of that, and then maybe splice them together once you've uploaded 2 or 3 up to YouTube, then you can absolutely go and do that as well.
Well, obviously it's always good creating a bit of competition, but I mean, just finally now, just a question about your favourite modes in the game. You've played it a lot so far. What's been the modes that have really grabbed everybody in the office?
Well, there's 2 really. The straight rally is fantastic, especially in I've been playing Kenya an awful lot the last couple of weeks, and it's just a really nice tight kind of classical rally stage, changes in surface type, quite technical in places and like difficult to get a hang of, so I'm really enjoying that. But the compound has really caught everyone's imagination, especially in the office, because we've got quite a mixed office where I sit, because it's us and the brand guys and the community, so not everyone's a heavy racing game player like I am and some of the studio guys are. So it's been interesting seeing the way different people approach it, and just we've got 6 tricks hidden within the compound area, and seeing who can do it in the quickest time has created quite a lot of noise, quite a lot of swearing, quite a lot of competition.
I'm looking forward to our hands-on then. So Andy, thanks very much for your time. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Cheers.